I wasn't going to start this video with this, but let me just ask you a question right now. You're looking at the Ethereum chart zoomed out on the weekly. Our risk models are flashing a 59 risk score for Ethereum. That's neutral territory. It's hold territory. It's pre-bull market territory. Now, here's the kicker. Last cycle, when Ethereum was at a similar price, our risk model wasn't at 59, it was at 83. And that was toward the end of the bull cycle. So let me ask you, does that sound bullish or bearish? Today, I want to break down exactly how bullish altcoins actually are right now. We'll compare Ethereum, Cardano, and the broader altcoin market cap to uncover where we really are in this cycle. And spoiler, the data may shock you. But first, let's set the stage with some massive charts that could define the next few weeks in crypto. Take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's testing the 20-month moving average right now. The last time Bitcoin dominance fell below that moving average was back in 2021, and that's what kicked off altcoin season. Even more powerful, the MACD momentum oscillator is flipping red for the first time in years. The MACD line just crossed below the signal line. Guess when that last happened? Over 4 years ago. And what followed? Altcoins exploded. So while it's been a tough ride for altcoin holders, this signal is flashing something we haven't seen in years. But there's another piece of data we need to consider. Will history repeat? Yesterday was the big Jackson Hole Symposium. Jerome Powell laying out economic policy, signaling interest rates could come down soon. The markets loved it. We pumped. But here's the warning. Historically, Bitcoin falls 1 to 2 weeks after Jackson Hole. Look at the data. It has played out multiple times in the past. So the big question is, do we repeat history and dip? Or do we fake everyone out and explode higher? Stay with me because Ethereum and Cardano are giving us powerful clues. Risk model says pre-bull market. Ethereum is sitting at a 59 risk score today. That's well below the danger zone of 80 plus we saw at the peak of the last bull cycle. In fact, if you look back at August 2020, Ethereum was at a risk score of 40, right before it launched into its parabolic run. So whether it's 40 or 59, this is pre-bull market territory. Not late-stage blow-off top. Not time to panic. Pre-bull market. And remember, these risk models aren't just about guessing tops. They're designed to help plan exits. When Ethereum climbs into the 80s and 90s again, that's when you know it's time to start scaling out. Right now, we're far from that. Now, let's talk about Cardano. ADA is sitting at a 43 risk score. That's even lower than Ethereum. Here's the mind-blowing part. Back in August 2020, Cardano's risk score was 47, almost identical to where it is today. And we all know what came after that, altcoin season. So ADA is quietly setting up the same type of foundation as last cycle. Look at the altcoin market cap chart from August 2020. What happened? It dipped to the 20-week moving average and then absolutely ripped higher. We might be setting up for the same kind of move. Yes, we could dip again in the next week or two. But that dip, historically, has been the final shakeout before the real breakout. And if every influencer is suddenly screaming crypto's about to fall, watch out. That's when market makers love to flip the script and drive prices higher. Here's my takeaway. Ethereum at 59 risk, Cardano at 43, Bitcoin dominance breaking down, and macro conditions shifting from tightening to easing. All of this screams pre-bull market, not end of cycle. Yes, be cautious in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Yes, a dip to the 20-week moving average is possible. But in the bigger picture, the setup for altcoins is looking eerily similar to 2020. And we all know how that story ended. So, is this dip about to fake everyone out before the real run? I'll let you decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you're leaning bullish or bearish here. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button, subscribe to Crypto Bulletin, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's update.